Hello, everybody. You're on the mic. And on today's episode, you know, I've just got a couple of, some Vic updates, some channel updates. So, without no further ado, let's get to it. First off, let's look at the Vic updates here. Couple things. One, Anime Matsuri has confirmed that they are going to have Vic at Anime Matsuri this year in August 20th through the 23rd. John Lay in a Facebook post had confirmed that they are indeed having Vic Mignogna at Anime Matsuri this year, which of course has been moved to August 20th to 23rd due to the whole coronavirus. So for those of you in the Houston area, you might want to get your tickets now to get to where you can get there and see Vic. Um, Vic was there last year. He brought in a lot of people. This year, even with the whole coronavirus and social distancing, I'm sure it's going to be a good event there. So, partly due to the petition that was put together, and they did answer the fans. Whereas many other conventions are not listening to the fans, Anime Matsuri is, in spite of um, all of Kick Vic's machinations. So, first update is that Vic will be at Anime Matsuri this year, August 20th through the 23rd. For those of you in the Houston area, might want to get your tickets now or as soon as possible. Okay, so with that being said, the next update. So, Vic's attorneys finally um, did reply, or they replied to um to like they replied to the responses given by Monica, Mark by Real Toy, Marky, and Funimation. Come Geek Some today did go over a little bit of his response to their cross appeal. Um, so I'm gonna wait to see if Nick covers some of this stuff, and then I'll probably talk more about it sometime this week as I get more information from that. So Vic got got the got the replies and responses in when he was supposed to over the weekend here. So we learn more about that throughout the week here, hopefully. Um, and Now on to the last update. This is more of a channel update from channel, as I have scheduled a live stream for this Sunday, 28th at 7 p.m. I'll be trying to give streaming a little bit of a try here. I'll be doing some trial streamings over the next few weeks, with maybe the possibility of transitioning to a nightly stream um, during the week. So yeah, now this stream, I hope everybody will make it. I will of course. Hopefully, we can carry on a good conversation. I will answer any questions I can. I can, of course, within reason, and if I have the ability to answer, if I can find the information, you know. And again, I'm just gonna try to see how it goes. So hopefully you will all join me for the stream, and give me some input, and maybe we can all learn a few things together. So, with all that, then let's move on to the next thing. Now that I got the updates out of the way, which are So today is June the 22nd, 2020. So let's look back at what has happened on this date in Nietzsche history. First off, we go back 43 years to 1977. The Rescuers, a 1977 animated film produced by Walt Disney Productions, was released on this date in 1977. The Rescuers was released. It tells the story of the Rescue Aid Society, an international organization of mice headquartered in the United Nations in New York City, who desire to help and rescue abduction victims all over the world. Two of these mice, the jitty janitor Bernard, voiced by Bob Newhart, and his co-agent, the elegant Miss Blanca, Eva Gabor, set out to rescue Penny, voiced by Michelle Saley, a young orphan girl being held captive at Devil's Bayou by treasure huntress Madame Medusa, voiced by Geraldine Page. The Rescuers was released, of course, in 1977. It spawned a sequel, The Rescuers Down Under, released in 1990. So on this date, back in 1977, was Walt Disney Productions released The Rescuers. Now, moving forward in time a little bit, on this date in 2004, 16 years ago, the first bound volume of the manga Soul Eater was released by Square Enix under the Gangan Comics imprint on this date in 2004 in Japan. So the first bound volume of the Soul Eater manga was released on this date in 2004 in Japan by Square Enix under the Gangan Comics imprint. And on a bit of a sadder note, on this date, 5 years ago, 2015, Southern independent wrestling star Nature Boy Buddy Landel passed away on this date in 2015. Buddy Landel was what you might call a poor man's, kind of a poor man's Nature Boy. He was a poor man's version of Ric Flair. Basically, was a huge star in the Southern independents, particularly in Tennessee, in the Smoky Mountain areas of Tennessee and Kentucky. Would make a name for himself down there as a nature boy. He would die on this date in Virginia from injuries he sustained in a car accident. He was survived by his wife. So that happened on this date 5 years ago in 2015. And on this date in 2016, 1 year later, 4 years ago today, the first issue of Volume 8 of Aquaman was released by DC Comics. DC Comics released on this date on the newsstands the first volume of the first issue of the 8th volume of Aquaman. The story, of course, cover dated August 2016. The story it covered the drowning story arc part. This is part 1, the end of fear. So on this date in 2016, the first issue of the 8th volume of Aquaman was released on this date by DC Comics. So with that all being said, if you guys would like to contact me directly, you can check out my Discord and join if you'd like. You can direct message me there. I'm still promoting a bunch of different dub companies. There's a lot of good works out there you guys can try to catch. Um, Also, I'm still promoting Vic's GoFundMe as as you know, as always, guys, never feel like you have to donate. If it's on your heart to do so, and you have the means to, please consider donating. If you've already donated, please consider donating again. Um, and if you cannot donate, you can still help out in the cause by sharing the link. Because sharing is caring. You never know. Um, Maybe somebody in your circle of friends may want to help out and as well as the fact, let's see, if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I always look forward to the conversation with you guys, as long as it's civil and respectful. Also, don't forget, this Friday is my next Voices premiere, Voices Big and Small. This week we'll be looking at Houston-based voice actor Blake Shepard, most notably known for his role as Soma Yukihira in Food Wars. Um, from Food Wars. Um, Also, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be giving live streaming a try. I have set up live stream for this Sunday at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock my time on the West Coast here, so that might be as late as 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So hopefully you all can join me for the live stream. We can get a good conversation going, and and until until then, I'll, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.